What is going on, y'all, and welcome back to Bourbon of the Week. My name's Chris. I'm going to be your host for today, and today we've got Jack Daniel's 12 year. This is batch 2, and during our Bourbon Bomb of the Week, we're going to put it up against Jack Daniel's 10 year. This is batch 2. We'll talk all about that in just a little bit, but let's get to this one. Price, taste, drinkability. You know the rules. Let's see where this falls on our charts in 2024. This came out in like February, and of course, we're just getting it here in Pennsylvania. But everybody knows before we get started on all of that, time for the traditional sip. Cheers, y'all. Spicy. That's right, if you know anything about Pennsylvania liquor, we don't get anything until about 6 to 8 months later. So that's how we're sitting on this Jack Daniel's 12 year. Batch number 2, I had a sample of batch number 1, and I swore I had a bottle of batch number 1, but I've looked through every single bottle that I have and I cannot find it. I don't have a bottle of batch 1 for the Jack Daniel's 10 year, but I did do a side by side. So I can't remember. Maybe I borrowed a bottle from my brother-in-law and got a sample. I don't really know how that happened. But we're here. We're with batch number 2. This is coming in, I believe, 107 proof, correct? Yes, 107 proof. Let's start with drinkability on this. How much ethanol is there when it comes to the proof? I gotta be honest with you, this got a little heat behind it. Now, 107 to like 110 proof is usually right in the realm of something I would consider a daily sipper these days. I don't really like the 80 to 90 proof anymore. Can definitely deal with a bottle and bond, but 110 proof is like right around what I love. That being said, 107 proof doesn't usually drink this hot to me. This has been open for a little bit too, which is kind of why I let it mellow out for a while. And Jack Daniel's is supposed to be like mellow and smooth. That's kind of what they sell themselves as, and I guess that's old number 7 rather than this 12 year here. But I don't know, it just drinks a little bit hot for me. I mean, listen, we give it a 7.0 if it drinks right at its proof. If I were to blind this, I'd probably put it like 112-ish maybe. 112 is a weird number to throw out, so I'd probably say 115 if you were truly asking me, but I think 112 is a fair spot for this. That being said, I wouldn't put this under its proof by any means, and if we give it a 7.0 if it drinks at its proof, we got to go below a 7 on this. Not too far though, so I'm going to go like a 6.13 when it comes to drinkability on this. Not a great start for this bottle. And up next, we get into taste on this, and I think that's where this bottle is truly going to do bad with my particular palate. There are people out there that absolutely love this bottle, and I don't hate you for it at all. There seems to be, the thing that's throwing me off on this is the finish. The rest of it's kind of meh to me. It's not overwhelmingly good. It's not overwhelmingly bad. But then when I get to that finish on this, it's your typical Jack Daniel's up until then. I would love to compare this. We're going to compare it to the 10 year, but putting it up against like a barrel proof, I feel like whatever they're doing in this at this proof just isn't for me. The 12 year, again, when I did it last time, it's got to be batch number 1 that I did last time. The 10 year beat the 12 year, which was surprising to me. But for this one, there's this anise, there's this licorice, and then there's this very dense, heavy, like, I don't even want to call it heavy barrel char, but it's just like charry. It feels like I'm licking the inside of a barrel. Like, I just don't like it. It's not over oaked by any means. It's not like oaky or woody or anything like that. I can't really put my finger on exactly what it is. But then there's this banana note on this, and I know everybody talks about banana when it comes to Jack Daniel's, but it's like a banana. Everybody says banana Foster. Am I even saying that correctly? Banana Foster. I haven't had it before when it comes to that thing, but I just assume that's what people are talking about on this. I don't like it. I don't like bananas in any other form than just like straight up bananas. And pause, you can quote me on that. But I will say, if you take like bananas and you make banana bread, I'm not into it. If you put bananas in smoothies, I'm not into it. So whatever's going on in this glass with the bananas, not good. And that's the last time I'm going to say bananas. Let's give this a score. I really don't want to be disrespectful, but this just isn't good for me. This is legitimately a throwaway bottle for me. It won't be a drain pour. I know somebody that wants this bottle, and I'm going to send it to them. This bottle's just not for me personally. This will probably be the last time I buy a Jack Daniel's 12 year and actually open it up. I'll buy it and I'll make sure somebody in my Patreon who wants it can get it for MSRP, because that's what we get it for here in Pennsylvania. But that being said, I mean, 7.0 for an average tasting whiskey. For my particular palate, this one just does not hit home. I'm going to go like a 4.97. I really don't think it's that good. 4.97 is where I'm going to put it. And last but not least, we'll pour up a little bit more when we compare it to the 10 year here. We're going to talk about price on this bottle, and I don't hate the price of this bottle, right? $95 for a limited release, 107 proof 12 year. Honestly, it's underpriced compared to a lot of things on the market these days. The fact that I don't like it is the only reason that I hate this price tag, just because I'm not going to pay it because I don't like it. But again, I would pick this up all day, every day at $95 if I liked this particular bottle. And if you like this bottle, this is why I hate doing reviews on bottles that I don't truly enjoy. I don't want you to think, oh, I love this bottle, he hates this bottle, or I saw some YouTuber say that this isn't a good bottle of whiskey. If you like this bottle of whiskey, all more power to you. I just don't happen to like this particular release or this particular bottle, but if you do, I love you for that. That being said, $95 is still not a bad price tag. Just because I don't like this bottle doesn't mean I can't appreciate the value that they're putting out at $95. I will say 7.0 for an average tasting whiskey with average drinkability. It's definitely under on both of those, but $75 to $90 is our price tag that it should be, and it's right in that realm. So I'm going to be a little bit lenient on it with this, and I'm going to go like an 8.15, 8.25. I think it deserves to be up there because, again, if you love this bottle at $95, you're definitely not overpaying for it. But listen, enough of all the hubbub. Let's grab our Great Whiskey Challenge tasting kit. Let's grab our Jack Daniel's 10-year, and let's compare these two blind and make sure that I'm not wrong about what I'm thinking. We've got A over here on our 10-year. We've got B over here on our 12-year. We have glass A. We have glass B. We're going to pour these up. We're going to mix them up so we don't know which one's which. And then we're going to see which one we like better. That should be good enough. Let's start with this glass over here and see what we think. See, I feel like I like that one better already. Maybe not, actually. I got back to that finish and there was that... It's not a licorice note. It's such a weird note on the end of this, and I wish I could tell you the exact flavor that it is. This is the tough thing about not having a very good flavor profile vocabulary. I continue to work on that almost daily, but this right here, the finish on this is just not great either. Maybe it's just Jack Daniel's 10 and 12 years that I just don't like. Yeah, I don't love that. And by the way, that's the 12-year over here. The 10-year is only 97 proof. So if that's 97 proof, that's not good either. That definitely drinks way over its proof. This, I believe, was $70 this year, while this one was 95. So again, I can appreciate the value in this. See, here's the thing. That one drinks hotter, but I think it tastes better than this one over here. And again, I thought Jack Daniel's 10 was going to win this, but if this is the 107 proof and this is the 97 proof, this one definitely tastes better than this one. But if this is the 97 proof and this is the 107 proof, then this one definitely drinks easier. This is why it gets tough to do blinds, because I do want to know the proofs on these so I can tell which one actually drinks easier. Flavor-wise, though, this is definitely losing. This is definitely better flavor-wise. I feel like it gives me... It's kind of weird, though. It still kind of sucks. It's not a great flavor profile for me. I mean, proof is definitely going to give this away. That has got to be the 107 proof, which means we like that better than this one over here. So I think we do like the Jack Daniel's 12-year better than the Jack Daniel's 10-year. I guess I should just send out both of these bottles because I don't really like either one of them. This is kind of crazy to me. Again, when I originally had the Jack 10, I thought I liked that better than the 12-year. But again, maybe that was batch 1. Maybe now in batch 2, it's reversed for me. Who even knows? I mean, as a matter of fact, you guys probably know. If you've had Jack Daniel's 10 versus 12, batches 1 or batches 2, I'm curious to know which batch did you like the best and which age statement did you like the best. And if you've had all 4, let me know if you've blinded all 4 of these. I'd be very curious to know. Let's keep going. This one is definitely easier to drink than this one. But I will say at 107 proof, I don't hate the heat over here. I do think it drinks a little bit hotter than 107 proof. I also think this one drinks hotter than 97 proof. So they're pretty even when it comes to the drinkability side of things. But that being said, the finish on this one I do not love, and I told you I hated the finish on the Jack Daniel's 12. I don't like either of these. Let me put that out there right now. I don't think either of these is something that I would continue to drink. This I've had since like, I don't know, March or April, and you can see how far down. I think I've sent out a bunch of samples. By the way, check out our Patreon page if you want to get involved in that. But I will say, this one is easier to drink. This one is better to drink. It's just, I don't really like either one of them. Let's call it though. I'm going to say that taste-wise, straight up taste, this is going to be our winner. But I don't want you to think that now all of a sudden I love this glass right here. This one's just like meh when it comes to all of the above. See, now that last sip I didn't hate. I get like a fruity note on this, which makes me again lean more towards that Jack Daniel's 10-year. I think there's a fruity note on this, which I actually kind of enjoy just a little bit. That's the one bright spot about this glass over here. Let's talk about a bright spot on this glass. Let's put the negativity behind us and talk about what we enjoy about this glass. Not much. I don't enjoy much. There's a very good vanilla and there's like a burnt caramel in there that I think I can appreciate a little bit, but it's just masked by that finish. Both of these, just the finish on both of these are not for me, but let's call it there. I don't even want to finish, no pun intended, this glass right here. I'm going to say that this is our winner though, strictly off of taste, unless, now if this happens to be, this was 107 proof and it drank this easy, then we gotta recall this. But let's see what this was. I'm going to assume that this was A. A is the 10-year. I'm going to assume that this was A. Cheers, y'all. And it is. I mean, the proof gave it away on this one. This drinks, I mean, I thought I was going to like the 10-year better than the 12-year, but I just don't happen to do that. Which means that's B. So there you have it. If you wanted to pick up one of these, I guess pick up the 12-year. If you picked up both of them, let me know in the comment section below which one you liked better. This bottle came in at a 6.45, and that was kind of carried by price. So if you like this bottle, again, I have no qualms with that. I can appreciate the value in this particular bottle. It's just not for me because not everything's for everybody. But listen, that's where we're going to leave it for today. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Bourbon of the Week. Go click that follow button over there. Click that like and subscribe button here on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you check out that Patreon page I was talking about, as well as our Discord. Both those links in the description below. Please don't drink and drive. Always drink responsibly. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay sending bottles you don't like to people who do. Cheers, y'all.